I want to talk to you guys about one of my favorite companies. They just announced a big acquisition yesterday, and even though this company is down 30% since its IPO of August 2020, I think it's only a matter of time before this company absolutely skyrockets. So stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the Tip Ranks YouTube channel. I'm Richard Allen. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Rocket Companies, ticker symbol RKT. Now this stock IPO'd on August 6th of 2020. Take a peek at the chart here. Down right around 30% since its IPO. Besides this one crazy jump back here in February where they announced a special dividend, jumping the stock all the way up to right around $40 per share. The stock is pretty much traded sideways or slightly down despite earnings beat after earnings beat, despite being the largest mortgage originator in the entire country. Actually, by volume, they double their nearest competitor. So 2 times over, they are the largest mortgage loan originator in the entire country. So you've probably heard of Quicken Loans, Rocket Mortgage. They own these company. Rocket Companies owns a ton of different companies, and they just added a fintech player into their space. So we're going to talk about this new acquisition. We're going to talk about why I think this adds some additional synergies to their business. But this trading under $15 per share right now, I think is an absolute bargain for the long term. We're also going to take a peek at what the analysts have to say about RKT over the next 12 months. So let's jump right in. Rocket Companies is buying the finance app Truebill for $1.28 billion in an all-cash deal. On the surface of what Truebill does is they find and cancel subscriptions. And you may be thinking, what does that add to a mortgage company? What Truebill actually does is they are a finance management application that analyzes spending habits. They identify inefficiencies and they offer methods to improve financial health. In fact, they analyze $50 billion worth of transactions per month. They have 2.5 million users on their platform, and they don't just offer subscription canceling services. They offer all sorts of money management services similar to Mint or Credit Karma. So this is a fantastic acquisition that will add about $100 million in additional revenue to the bottom line of Rocket Mortgage. So this will easily pay for itself over the next 10 years or so. But this will also give a captive audience of 2.5 million people that Rocket Mortgage can directly sell to. This is another exciting thing for Rocket Mortgage. This will add, I believe, even more than $100 million in top-line revenue to Rocket Mortgage. Here's what the CEO, Jay Farner, has to say about this acquisition. He says the company is a perfect fit for the Rocket platform. Truebill's work helping Americans keep track of their finances and providing guidance that leads to better financial outcomes follows the same philosophy as Rocket Companies, leveraging the power of technology to remove the friction from complex transactions, and it applies to everyday life. Now, let's take a closer look at the charts here real quick before digging into what the analysts have to say over the next 12 months. But you can see this dip back here yesterday on the 20th, right? Big dip here on Monday during trading when the acquisition was announced. They fell pretty quick, right around 7%. And then all the way down here to 14.16 as a low. They've recovered a little bit since then. It is very common for a company to fall once they announce some sort of acquisition, especially a one like Truebill that a lot of people may not be familiar with, okay? If we take a peek over the past year, the stock is down just over 30%. So I think this is a fantastic buying opportunity for the long term, because I believe Rocket Mortgage, similar to some of my other favorites like Open Door, I think they are fundamentally changing the real estate game with their AI-driven platform. I think they're going to do a lot of fantastic things over the next several years, and they're spending a lot of money to get there. So I think their profitability, their profit margins, things like that are really going to increase over the next 5 to 10 years for Rocket Companies. I think they're number one now, but what are they going to do over the next 5 or 10 years? That's my question. And I think they're really going to capture the market even more than they already do now by making conscious efforts in acquisitions like they are with companies like Truebill. But I want you to let me know what you think about rocket companies. Are you a fan or not? Have you been holding this stock since IPO, or did you buy with the special dividend and it's gotten crushed since then? Please let me know how you feel about this company. I think it's a fantastic opportunity, but I could be wrong. Let's take a peek at what the analysts have to say about RKT. It's a hold rating. 8 ratings, 7 holds, 1 sell with an average upside of 21%. And I agree with this. I really, really do. I think this is a hold for the long term. This is a stock that I'm going to keep in my portfolio for many, many, many years, 5, 10, 20, 30 years. I mean, this is a long-term hold for me. I think this company is going to be around for a long time. And I think it's only a matter of time before it booms. I want to show you guys a chart that I always like to show you guys when we talk about companies trading sideways. You need to take a peek at Tesla, okay? You take a peek at Tesla over the last 5 years, and you just look at that. Look, from 2016 all the way through to 2019, the stock just traded sideways before exploding. And I'm not saying that Rocket is going to make to be a similar company to Tesla, because they're not. They don't do anything remotely the same. But I think it's only a matter of time before the stock market and Wall Street catches on to this company being extremely profitable, having a ton of revenue, being number one in their space. And I think it's only a matter of time before this company takes off. Just my opinion. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video. I appreciate each and every single one of you. As always, if you learned something new or found any value in this video at all, let me know by hitting that like button and that subscribe button down below. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.